Alright guys, Fulu coming to you with another video. We're going to talk about some football, and what I mean by football, I mean European football. So, it's sad to say it, but Europe, and let me just say, Western Europe has a way of kind of like, I guess you can say, covertly, like, how should I say it? Social engineering people, especially Black Africans who live in their places, and also apply their trades in their places. So what has happened now is a Senegalese national, Idrissa Gana Gueye, has refused to play in a rainbow shirt for his PSG club because of the simple fact that, I think yesterday was homophobic awareness day or something like that, and in order to acknowledge that day, the PSG has decided that they were going to wear that, they were going to wear that shirt with the rainbow colored numbers on it, but at the same time, it's like, okay, you're trying to, here's the hypocrisy of this whole thing. You're trying to tackle homophobia and things like that, but you don't try to tackle the racism of your country. You don't try to tackle the freaking fact that, there are still people who make monkey chants in the stadiums and say derogatory words to these to these players. So like you're really trying to stick up for LGBT rights, but you're not even trying to stick up for your own players' rights. Okay, why not have a jersey? Why not have a jersey in order to like set a reminder that xenophobia and racism ain't cool, but instead you want to push this LGBT down the throat, and when an African man decides to stand on his own too, you want to punish him for that. And so what happened, the president of Senegal backed him in this matter, Macky Sall. But not only did the president of Senegal back him, but also two of his Senegalese national teammates backed him as well. Shekou Kayute and Ismaila Sarr backed him too. He called him a real, Kayute went as far as calling him a real man and saying we are with him. Because what happened is, apparently there was a player by the name of Jake Daniels who came out of the closet and said he played for the other team. Now the thing is I'm glad that Kayusi said he's a real man. Unfortunately there's a hadith, and this has it's sad that this hadith exists, but it is true. But there's actually a hadith, I'm gonna find it right now, that Neylado said, and this is crazy that Neylado said it. Now I don't know if the hadith is strong, is sahih or daif, I don't know, okay, but this is what was said by Neylado alayhi salatu salam. Let me see where the prophet, where he said this, alayhi salatu salam. They're trying to push these ideas down our throats, though, as you see. They're really trying to destroy, like, normality. They're really trying to destroy it for some reason. I don't know why they're trying to destroy it, but they are trying to destroy it. I don't know why. Okay, let me see. Okay, so the Prophet alayhi salatu salam, he said that real men are as rare as a reliable, strong camel that can endure the burden of long trips. You can hardly find one. Um, um, you can hardly find one in 100, and that was in Bukhari. So Bukhari, from what I understand, Bukhari is pretty spot on, pretty sahih. So the thing is the thing is this is let's really go into this, man, and let's really dig into the deeper thing that Western society hates. Okay, let's really dig into it right now. I'm gonna really dig into this. Okay, I'm reading this thing, and it says qualified righteous men are the backbone of missions, the spirit for progress, and the focal point of reformation. There can be countless factories of weapons and ammunition, but if there are no men to use weapons being produced, there will be no ability to fight. The finest educational curricula can exist, but it takes real men to implement and teach them. One can create many committees to carry out a project, yet these will accomplish nothing if there are no devoted men on these committees. History speaks for itself. History speaks for itself. Power is not measured by the amount of weapons possessed, as much as it is by the number of strong-hearted soldiers. Reformation and successful cultivation can only be achieved by men who experience and live it, and not merely by reading books on the subject. It is only men with zeal and devotions that accomplish projects, regardless of the number of committees that may be members of. Indeed, Umar was wise to wish a high caliber men instead of silver, gold, pearls, and jewels. So we look at so let's some of the companions were also they were equal to 1,000 men, and they were just one man. There was one Al-Zubair ibn Al-Awam, there was Al-Miqdad ibn Amr, and there was also Ubaidah ibn al-Samith, who was, mind you, a big, bulky, black-skinned Arab man. For those who hate on Islam and say Islam is anti-black, I just want to throw that out there. And then there was Masalama ibn Maklad as well. So basically, what's being said, and this shows what the society that we're living in right now, is that there may be older men who have mentalities of younger men. They rejoice at ridiculous and insignificant events, and they're depressed and saddened by trivial matters. They're nothing but children trapped in the bodies of adults. On the other hand, you may find some youths whose speech, behavior, and intellect reflect maturity and manhood. Let me see what else. It also goes to say that manhood is not achieved by mere possessions of big, strong bodies. And and this is crazy that, you know, it is said that, you know, hypocrites are described by Allah as when you see them, their bodies please you. And the crazy thing about that is that can work twofold, because when it comes to these modern Western women, yeah, they have the bodies, but they're pretty much worthless, you know, at the end of the day. But you know, so it doesn't matter, you know, like, it doesn't necessarily matter that a real man does not have to look like a bodybuilder. That's the whole point. Okay, another thing is the real manhood is not attained by virtue of age, physical structure, wealth, or position. Rather, it is determined by having firm will and a strong personality. This will elevate a person's character so that they will only concern themselves with important issues and stay far away from frivolities and trivial matters. Such characteristics will make someone strong, someone mature despite their youth, and make them content despite their poverty, strong enough to offer others what they have before asking others for what they have, mature enough to fulfill their duties before asking for their rights, and acutely aware of the responsibility that they have towards themselves, their Lord, their household, their religion, and the Muslim Ummah. In short, real manhood is about reaching high levels of morals, manners, and integrity. So the thing is about this whole situation is that because Idrissa Gana Gueye is trying to show morals, manners, and integrity in this matter, he is under scrutiny for that. You know, unfortunately, because of what Sheikhu Kayute and Ismail Assar have said, now they're coming under fire for backing their teammate. You know, the thing is, would it have made a difference if he would have been on the field anyway as PSG 140? Okay. Now the thing is, because they have made their support, you know, because they have made their support in regards to this, you know, unfortunately, Crystal Palace's boss Patrick Vieira said that he is against any form of discrimination, and he also said he would talk to Kayute. But the thing is Kayute did not even say anything discriminatory. He just called him a real man. He said he was behind him 100%. He did not bash LGBT people or anything of that nature. So I don't know why he would even need to talk with Kayute in this matter. Now, the thing is that now, you know, Watford had to come out with a statement because of the simple fact that Sarr said what he said, you know. So now you have the because Sarr plays for Watford. He plays for a club called Watford. Now you have Sarr's you have Sarr's Watford fans saying that, and unfortunately he had to delete his post because of that. You see, you can't even have freedom of speech with these people. Okay, so he had to delete his post because of what he said, and so Watford's fans immediately reacted to the deleted post by saying, "Get him out of the club," while another one called him stupid for his social media posts. He said, "How stupid do you have to be as Ismail Assar to come out and support a homophobe? In the same week, a 17-year-old lad was brave enough to come out as gay in the world of football." The tweet said, "Absolutely moronic." So you see that these fans are coming at them. You see that they're mad and stuff like that. Ismail Assar proves why people like Jake Daniels need to come out in football, said another supporter. Crystal Palace Kayute was also targeted for criticism by fans, with some calling him to be removed from their squad. The midfielder's contract at Selhurst Park expires this summer. "Don't play Kayute for the rest of the season," said one fan. "Give his place in matchday squad to one of the youth players. Kayute has some explaining to do," wrote another fan. "He may well feel he's done. Nothing wrong. If his comments are as they appear to be, and he stands by them, then I'd be very disappointed in him to see him wear a Crystal Palace shirt again. It's a shame to see the people that we see as role models, the people we support week in and week out, the people that inspire us, be anything but this," read another post. "I'm so disappointed in Kayute, and a step in the completely wrong direction for him." So with this being said, it just goes to show you how they really feel about you when you want to be just a African man. Now mind you, Kayute and Ismail Assar, they both have wives. They both have Senegalese wives, by the way. They decided not to divest. And so they're doing it the right way. They're doing it the traditional way. Unfortunately, the Western Europeans don't like that. Okay, and when you look at Western Europeans, I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of the Western Europeans don't even have traditional households anymore. Hence why another reason is why they're trying to attack Russia so much, and the reason why they're attacking Russia so much is because they're trying to keep that in place. And you have to understand something. There is a big Muslim population in Eastern Europe, in USSR. So they're trying to keep that intact, you know. Now, I don't see what is wrong with what was done by these players. There was no, the thing is, there was no, there was no homophobic gestures. There was no bashing of LGBT people. Unfortunately, even you have a Nigerian by, I think, the name of Luke on Twitter, who actually, you know, has bought into the sauce, and it was in agreement that they should not play Kayute for the rest of the season. Now, I don't get why he feels that kind of way. You know, this makes no sense to me. Okay, why are you buying the why are you buying the why are you buying this sauce? Like, I don't get it, you know. So with that being said, you know, I support these brothers. I support Idrissa J. I support Sheku Kayute, and I support Ismail Assar on their stance. Okay, because I would do the same thing. I would do the same exact thing myself. I would not wear that. You know, I would not wear I would not wear that jersey myself, you know. So it just goes to show you what type of time these people are on, and they want black people to buy into this sauce, and they just they know what time it is. Okay, they know that if we wanted to, we could practice polygamy or something like that. So that's what I'm saying. Where's the equality with that? Why don't you guys push polygamy? If we're gonna push all these LGBT things, why don't you guys push a man's right to maybe want to marry 2, 3, or 4 women? Why don't you push that? And why don't you push maybe women who are accepting of that, who accept being a second wife? Why don't you push that thing? That's what I wonder. But you know, I hope he's not gonna get blackballed, but he may have to leave clubs. He may have to like go to another club, you know, because now the fans are gonna be like, they're gonna basically be coming for him and stuff like that. So he may have to go to another club. I don't know. You know, he may have to do that. But with that being said, man, let me know y'all thoughts on the bottom. Fula signing out. Njadama.